So, guys, welcome all of you. Good evening, and hope that I'm audible and visible. My name is Rajeev Markandey. I'll be taking today's session. So, no Gyanbazi, no philosophy, straight to the point, and what exactly we should do. What should we have in our mind, or the potential kind of skill set we have should have in order to go for CAT in case if you want to, right? So let's see what we have today. So, guys, you can tell me yes or no. I cannot see your chat box, but you can unmute yourself and can tell me, are we all ready to put our 120%? Yes or no? I should hear
Yes, sir.
loud and clear. I'm only able to hear Priyanshu's voice. What about other celebrities? Are they chatting with their respective girlfriend and boyfriends? Hi,
So
Janu.
actually, the first years and the audience has access to the chat box, so they're typing in there.
Okay. Okay. So we all are ready. If you are ready to put our 120, not 120%, then let's start with today's session. So guys, we shall be taking up patterns. What exactly is the pattern of this exam? What are the different components? Challenges, that main important part, challenges that we have to face in order to crack. Crack is very minor word for you. You already have proved yourself. You already cracked this very tough, one of the toughest examination in India, IIT JEE main and advanced, and you got into this reputed institute, one of the reputed institutes. And the system we are using, the software we are using, is made by, designed by a brainchild of your one of your alumni. Is your for you he is your sir Sundar Pichai. For me, he's just my friend, classmate. Challenges, silly mistakes, plan and strategy we should have, and how to be mentally tough. So let's say if you're ready to stretch our limits, are we all ready to stretch our limits? I think the answer has to be big yes. So then let us smash cat together. So stretch your limits. What exactly mean by stretch our limits? Are we at war? But let me tell you that if you compare your life in this campus, and you'll be completing this engineering course in next 2 or 3 years, and side by side you have to prepare for MBA CAT also, or other career options also. Other than this engineering, you already have definitely you'll get a placement also, good salary, and everything would be fine even without MBA. So are we at war? What kind of situation we are talking about? What kind of situation this is that we need to stretch our limits? Let me tell you that what kind of challenges others have to face. Generally, we think that after watching the Three Idiot movie, that one guy, that Jeene do playing guitar, है ना? So कुछ लगता है कि tough है life. So guys, some hard facts. 3 kilometer run in just 11.5 minutes. 5 kilometer run in just 20 minutes if you have to do. 10 kilometer run in 42 minutes. 20 kilometer run in 88 minutes to be more precise. Marathon 42.2, 3 hours 15 minutes. Olympic distance triathlon 2 hours 30 minutes. Swim 2 kilometers 40 minutes. If you have to go through all these things, and that too in just a couple of days, what would be your life? So this is 120 plus our evolution. We call training here, we call course here, curriculum syllabus, they call evolution. So 120 hour training or evolution for SEAL commandos in America. So just imagine your life at Kharagpur, or you want to do something, you already have proved yourself, by taking good, very scoring well in 10th class and 12th class, and here and now you're at this college. So there the commandos are given no sleep. They eat very little, no sleep, entire break. But if you break this 120-hour complete, continuous training in the 20-hour segment, 20-hour six segments, or 6 or 20 segments, then probably you think that we also would be able to do this SEAL training. Just look at the training again, guys. 3 kilometer, 5 kilometer, 20 minutes. You need to set these limits to become SEAL commando. So parallel to this, in your business world also, because after IT, after engineering, you'll be thinking of, in case if you're thinking of getting into corporate sector, no doubt with this degree also you'll get into corporate sector. Likewise, but at the production level, engineering level, the operational level. But if you want to acquire management positions, then parallel to this in business world, we need to keep track on our weekly, monthly, quarterly goals. Next thing that annual projections that we have to take care of, and then we break the very big target into small components, and we try to achieve the target on daily basis, then on weekly basis, then on monthly basis, then quarterly basis, then 6 monthly basis, and then yearly. So in case if we have to adjust, reorient our goals and directions, we can. So guys, always remember that in life we get what we inspect, जो हमें नजर आता है, and not what we expect, जो हमें मिलना चाहिए था, that I should get the salary of 1.63 crore per second after getting out of this college, after doing degree from this college. ये तुम्हारी सोच हो सकती है, but you need to really look into this world, wearing this spectacles of reality, that who will give you this much salary. So we all get, including me, we all get what we inspect, not what we expect. So always keep this in mind. So guys, if let's say if this is your one of the paragraphs that you have to answer, let's say while taking this CAT exam, you come across this reading comprehension passage. Now let me read this passage for all of you. So it goes like this: exceeding, trifling, whittling, conceding, ranting, criticizing, concerning, adopting, fitting, wording, exhibiting, transcending, learning, was displaying, notwithstanding, ridiculing, surpassing, boasting, swelling, reasoning, respecting, correcting, erring, writing, and touching, detecting, deceiving, arguing during debating. So guys, if you have to come across this kind of RC and you are asked couple of question based on this particular piece of text, so do you think that you'll be able to answer the couple of questions? Yes or no? मेरे ख्याल से नहीं ना. I know that I'm pretty much sure that most of us will not be able to understand what is written over here, and most of us are thinking that is grammatically wrong. How many so INGs can be there in a single paragraph? So, but the meaning is very simple. Its meaning is this superficial grammatic supposing empty criticism about the adoption of proper phraseology to be the show of extraordinary erudition means learnedness. So, one grammarian is checking some copy or written some text written by someone else, and because he is very learned and scholarly fellow, so he's showing attitude while checking this piece of text written by someone else and showing arrogance. So, this is what the situation is. Now, the learning, the purpose of showing this slide is not to scare hell out of you. Purpose is to tell you that in reality, this life is very simple, but in competitive exam, the same thing, the simple things are presented in a twisted way. We need to prepare ourselves. Likewise, you did for IIT exam. For example, if the one of the lines says in your RCs is eleemosynary deeds have their incipients intramorally, missiles of ligness or petrous consistency have potential of fraction meiosis structure, but the appellation will remain centrally innocuous. Again, very, very difficult. If we are asked to find out the error in these two lines, these two sentences, again, first of all, we are not able to understand. Yes, I'm not able to hear you.
Sorry, sir. I guess that was a mistake. Somebody mic remained on. You can
Sure.
continue.
Okay, so eliminatory. So again, just to show you that life is not so easy while when taking competitive exam. So these are two very commonly used idioms by all of us. For example, the meaning of the first is charity begins at home, and second is misses of ligneous or petrous consistency of potential of fracturing my osseous. Osseous is bone. So stick and stone can break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Means you can hit me physically, but your criticism is never going to, is not going to stop me for whatever I want to achieve. So, chalo. Fortunately, guys, CAT is much easier than commando training or the couple of lines, difficult lines we saw. So there is no fitness test even after cracking the written exam. Likewise, we have in CDS or you want to enter defense forces there, you're checked, tested upon medically also rigorously. So let us discuss what best we can do in order to set our mind towards corporate sector at the level of management. So pattern pre-2020. So CATS pattern, verbal ability, English language 34 question. It used to be pre-2020, pre-COVID to be more precise. Logical reasoning data 32 questions. Quant, what we call mathematics in layman's term 34. So every section used to have, still we have theta question, type in typeable answer question, what we also call non-MCQ questions. Non-MCQ questions, right? So, but now into 2021, last year, the verbal ability, the total questions they came down to from 100, they came down to 76, and then in 2020 it was 76. Now in 2021, we had total 66 question. Verbal ability 24. Look at the RC reading comprehension. Verbal ability consisting of only four types: reading comprehension, four passages into four questions, summary three questions, sentence into what we also call parajumbles, odd one out two questions. So if you ask me what about the rest of the subjects, so we had verbal ability 24 questions, LRDI 20 questions, and mathematics 22 questions. So all in all, 66 questions, and every section had theta question also, where it is also called in layman's term, it is also called non-MCQ questions, non-multiple choice question. So now if you look at the verbal ability, the very first section, as soon as you open the CAT paper, you will find this section coming up. So RC 4 RCs, 16 questions, 16 summary plus 3 summary question, 16 RC plus 3 summary question, 16 plus 3 19, 19 multiple choice question, and 3 plus 2 5 theta means no option and no negative marks, negative marking also. So now if you ask me the last year's analysis part, so as this last year this section was the toughest section, guys, and just by attempting 8 to 12 questions with good accuracy, one could have fetched 99 percentile. Only out of 20 questions, only 8 to 12 questions, 4 sets, 2 of there were 4 sets, 2 of 6 questions each, and 2 of 4 questions each. 6 12, 12 plus 8 20. Quantitative mathematics last time 2021. So quant section was easy to moderate because you are from engineering, you all are from engineering background, that to top of the top colleges. So for you people, for engineers, I think mathematics and LRD are very easy to deal with. But I've seen most of the engineers even sweating while attempting LRDI paper. So quant section was moderately easier. Most of the questions based on commercial mathematics, what we also call arithmetic, mensuration, geometry, and only a few questions based on your plus one, plus two, right? APGP, combination, permutation, probability, etc. Again, out of 24 questions, if you ask me to, after 22 questions, how many questions one should attempt to get good percentile, decent percentile, it has to be 15 to 19. And verbal section, 15 to 20 with good accuracy. But the only challenge in verbal is accuracy, maintaining accuracy. Because generally the first silly mistake that we all commit, we start comparing verbal ability with mathematics or LRDI. See, mathematics or LRDI, they have got, these two subjects have got universal language. For example, a plus b whole square will always remain a square plus b square plus 2ab wherever you go, whether you're in India, Europe, or wherever you go. But if I give the same RC, same reading comprehension passage to Indian students, American students, European students, Sri Lankan students, Bangladeshi students, all of you would be able to understand or answer the question, or your accuracy level would be as per your level of comfort with this language. So it will not be the case, for example, if I go and ask Sri Lankan students, so what is a plus b whole square? Sir, a plus b whole square nowadays in my country is a square plus b square. And what about the third term 2ab? Sir, we are now too poor to afford 2ab. This cannot be the case, right? So in mathematics or LRDA, the things will remain the same, but English, the story changes altogether. And I've seen people from science background, engineering background, they're pretty comfortable with first two subjects, LRDA and mathematics. But when it comes to verbal ability, because of overconfidence and ignorance, simultaneously they are not able to score well. So accuracy plays very important role in mathematics and LRDI. We can all have accuracy more than 90%, sometimes even 100%. But in English, at the max 80%. At the max 80%. So English would be the game changer for science background students. So component, guys, in verbal ability, if you look at RC, summary, sentence arrangement, misfit. Right? So reading comprehension, summary, SR, misfit. Access. So if you want to score well in verbal ability, then I will take up the strategy related to each and every area. First, verbal. So it's very important to have a very clear-cut concepts how to solve reading comprehension question types, SR question types, critical reasoning question types, etc. Concept should be very clear. Level of comfort. We need to increase our level of comfort of this language. Third point, very, very important, right from 2017 onwards, CAT has started giving critical in RCs, reading comprehension passages. CAT has started giving critical reasoning fundamental based question. Critical reasoning means where the question would be something like this: which of the following, if true, will strengthen or weakens the author's argument? Out of 4 questions per RC, in 4 RCs, you will get 1 to 2 minimum based on critical reasoning. And if you are not aware of critical reasoning fundamentals, if your critical reasoning is weak, you'll be able to attempt only 50% of the RCs. So it's very important. Critical reasoning. From 2017 onwards, they started giving critical reasoning based question in RCs. Then practice, no doubt, thoroughness of mocks and tricks to solve different question types. This we need in our verbal ability. And variety in reading is very, very important. Very important. Why? Let me show you this RCs on which the subject on which RCs were based last time. Look at happened in three slots because of COVID. Normally it happens only in two slots, but last time it here happened in three slots. So 2021, 2021 verbal slot one, subjects on which passages were based. First, behavior of cuttlefish, science-based passage. Based on second passage was based on hypothesis that utopia and dystopia evidently share more in common, means sociology plus behavioral sciences plus infrastructure. Third, one of the passages was based on belief system, mind, people, history, and behavioral psychology again. And one of the passages was based on tea, evolved from obscure means strange China drink to become universal beverage. So again, based on history plus economics plus behavioral sciences. So more or less, you will find four prominent areas generally seen in CAT's verbal ability: business and economy, science and technology, sociology, and couple of areas from liberal arts. Quant topic. So guys, if you look at quant topic, mathematics topic for all of you, the story is pretty simple. Number system, like the other sub parts would digital root, unit, last two digits, other important concept, Euler number, highest power, etc., average, LCM, LCM, algebra, mensuration, geometry, area, etc., ratio and partnership, time, speed, distance, permutation, combination. This is for your plus one plus two topic. Venn diagram, clock, calendars. So quant primarily is dominated by 10th level mathematics or commercial mathematics. So I think for you, it's nothing to worry about. If any IITian wants to crack, get 99.99 or 100 percentile, then he or she has to focus on verbal ability more. DILR topic, you will find a question based on approximation, calculation, data, graph, strategy, table and other important concepts are required. Pie chart based question, line and bar diagram, analytical reasoning, puzzle. Where we are given couple of one, two or three, four, two paragraphs, two to three paragraphs, having couple of conditions where we have to understand and make the table, and then finally, then percentage in profit loss, a little bit, work and interest, data sufficiency, data caselet, syllogism, logical reasoning, binary and connective. So these are DILR topics. The challenges, guys, the challenge that we all have to face. First is time management, because with your regular studies, likewise, Priyanshu told me that couple of you are in for second sem and couple of you are in third sem. So it's very difficult to manage your regular studies along with the competitive exams. So for this, to manage time, we need to learn time management. And along with this, you have got your other events happening in your college, various departments holding such events. So, and then we should know, before we start our journey towards this particular process, we should all be aware of our strengths and weaknesses. Third challenge that we have to face, that throughout the course of preparation, we do not have any strategy in place. Let it be overall strategy or for individual sections, we do not have. And very important lack is, we are not aware that anything above 50%, if you get more than 50% of the questions correct out of 66 question, if you get 37, 38 net correct, you'll be getting 99.99 percentile. Decent means 99.99 percentile. So most of the students are not even aware of this fact, that they just have to attempt, they just have to select 37 to 42 questions from their strong areas to get good percentile in CAT. So that's why it's very important to know our strengths and weaknesses. Most of us are not aware. We are not able to score well because of overconfidence and arrogance. Silly mistakes. Throughout the course of preparation, we keep working on our weakest area, neglecting other strong areas. For example, in CAT and top level IIMs, all IIMs and other non-CAT but decent IIMs. For you, because from IIT, it's better to move to IIMs rather than non-IIMs, decent colleges. So guys, all the three sections are equally important, and we need to clear the sectional cutoff in all the three sections. For IIMs, it is 95 percentile minimum. sectional cutoff, and then 99.99 to get the call from decent colleges like all top 7 IIMs and other new and baby IIMs even. So we neglect reading and do not include variety in our reading when it comes to verbal ability. We are not bothered about the jargon, what we call technical vocabulary, the field specific vocabulary, because just look at your journey. After 10th, you picked up science stream, and during year plus one, plus two, you started preparing for IIT. And in science stream or while preparing for IIT, we are not in touch with English language. And then you already have started your engineering course here at this reputed university college, then there's we lose touch with this language. So we start neglecting reading because there is no motivation to read anything in journal other than your college and school, this textbooks, assignments, etc. And we do not have any motive even to read. Why should we? And we do not, and therefore we do not include variety. Fourth silly mistake that we all commit, again, either lack of awareness or overconfidence, because LRDI is proportional to selecting right set to solve, picking up the right set to solve. Because I know that you all are intelligent, very, very intelligent people. Your IQ level is very high. But management, business world, real life is not exactly couple of differential, integral, or determinant matrices based questions. In life, we all have to face challenges and under stressful situation, and we have to maintain decent level of thinking, great focus to solve the issues. Let it be business world, real life, or during the exam. So for every section in CAT, we are given 40 minutes. For example, in English language, we have got 4 RCs. If for one RC, if you take 7 to 10 minutes to solve one RC, you will be able to solve only 10 RCs. And if your accuracy is only 60-70%, then you will reach nowhere. Same goes with LRDI also. LRDI is kind of text-based section. If you pick up the wrong set, and you spend 10 to 12 minutes, and then you realize that you're not able to solve this, and you pick up the second set, but again, after spending 7 or 8 or 10 minutes, still you find that you're not able to solve, then you will come into panic attack or depression. So it's very important. The only technique, after learning all the concepts to solve DILR sets, it is very important to learn how to select the right DILR set. So 40 minutes, you pick up the wrong one, you're gone. Ignore the importance of table squares, because in 11th and 12th, we do not need calculation. We need concept to solve the question. But in CAT or CAT level exams, our calculation should be very strong. Art of approximation, because in engineering level, approximation is not as such required, but in real life, real world, we can have approximation to find out the right answer. And we are too much concerned about the shortcut at the cost of ignoring the power and importance of fundamentals. These are the 6 or 7 silly mistakes that we all commit while preparing. So we need to overcome these, avoid these. So guys, plan and strategy. In quant, for example, during the course of preparation, still you all have got the time, huge time with you. So select the topics in first go, select the topics in which you are more comfortable in comparison to other topics. Know the weightage of different topics. In the month of September, for example, we'll be giving, whenever you are giving the CAT. So in the month of September, review to consolidate the preparation. Review your mistakes. For example, 6 months, or let's say for 5 to 6 months, you to need totally to complete the preparation for CAT. And in the month of September, generally, because CAT happens in the month of November, so by September we are just in a revision mode. So we need to review our mistakes. It is, if silly, avoid it. If conceptual, then revise the topic. So still we have got enough time. This is just, I'm talking about, let's say if you start your preparation just 3 to 4 months before the exam, then still, but at your position, still we have got the ample time to revise the syllabus thrice, not once but thrice. In DILR strategy, guys, we need to practice first of all previous year paper to know what kind of sets, puzzles, analytical reasoning puzzles, data caselet they provide, they give, they frame the frame by paper setters, and for learning purpose. Then we start solving with our mind would be exposed to different types of questions and level of difficulty. Then we are in position to synthesize and analyze these DILR set. Learn the skill of selecting the right set. This section is proportional to practice and exposure. So still we have got time, enough time, ample time for sure. Verbal strategy, guys, two very important point. First is start reading. Those who are in first year, second sem or third sem, so please start reading, because out of all the three areas, this particular area is taken very lightly by the student out of innocence. I will call this bholapan, right? Because you all think that English is your mother tongue. Right from nursery class onwards, you're studying an English medium school, so you, I know that we all can speak this language well, we all can write this language well, we all can understand this language well, but under time pressure, solving couple of hours in critical reasoning based question is altogether different ball game. So start reading, guys. The first step is start reading by including variety and read a lot. Let it be twice a week or thrice a week. I know that your schedule would be, Priyanshu, what is your college routine? From 9 to 5 or 8 to 2, or what is the schedule that at IIT Kharagpur?
So it's 9 to 5.
9 to 5. So, okay. Then make sure that Saturday, Sunday आप लोगों को छुट्टी रहते हैं. It's off on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right from 12th class onward, you all are started your executive lifestyle. Saturday, Sunday, बड़े लोगों की छुट्टी. Very good. So make sure that twice a week start reading a newspaper. Editorials, only editorials. Not that Google News or you just skip and skim couple of things. Reading to understand, to increase the level of comfort, to increase vocabulary. And the second very important point, that reading would help us, because after cracking written exam in IMs, instead of group discussion, we have to write essay on the given topic. So essay again, to write essay and to answer a couple of questions based on current affairs during interview, our knowledge should be very, very refined and strong. So by reading newspaper on, let's say, twice a week, your accuracy will increase, your level of comfort, your vocabulary, and ultimately the knowledge part. Because while writing an essay, your points should reflect your maturity. मुझे लगना चाहिए कि एक IITian का मैं ऐसे पढ़ रहा हूँ. ऐसे नहीं लगना चाहिए कि 10th क्लास का बच्चे ने एक मुझे ऐसे लिख के दिया. So guys, start reading by including variety and read a lot. Second point. So can we guess what is the second point as far as verbal strategy is concerned? क्या करें verbal? What is the second point? Second point is that there is no point other than point number one to improve your verbal score. There is no point other than point number one. Without reading, if you think that you'll be able to score well in cat's verbal ability and cat overall, then you're living in fool paradise. Okay. So biggest advantage, guys, just look at the cat's eligibility criteria. Only graduation, that too with 50%. And use your common sense. It is no rocket science. Likewise, if I look at IIT JEE, it is knowledge intensive paper. आप लोग 9th से probably start करते थे. अब तो आकाश वाले, एलन वाले जो 8th class से बच्चों को बोलते हैं start करो engineering के लिए. So CAT is no rocket science, and paper is not set by NASA people. This is not only meant for child prodigy or descendants of Einstein or Newton. ऐसा थोड़ा ना कि आइंस्टीन, अब मैं बोलता हूँ कि कैट वही दे सकता है जिसका 10th में 100%, 12th में 100%, IIT 10 CGP, 1 crore इसका एंट्रेंस फी है, and 2 crore after you start your MBA initial advance you have to deposit, and 6 crore total. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. Just look at the amazing fact. If IM teachers are pretty confident they can teach you management, then what is stopping us to learn management? Just think. So their entire process of taking written aptitude and your GDPI essay writing is to check that whether you have got potential in you or not, and whether you're eager to learn management. हो सकता है आपका दिमाग टेक्निकल एप्टीट्यूड की तरफ या टेक्निकल इंक्लाइन ज्यादा हो, देन वो चेक करेंगे. इफ यू आर मोर इंक्लाइन टुवर्ड्स टेक्निकल साइड, then you'll not get good marks in your second round. 65% is your written and 35% your GDPI. So FAQ, what if we find RC is boring? Then start behaving like grown up guys. RC is not like any bottle gourd, ghiya, tori, kaddu, karela that we used to just start behaving like small kids. ये मुझे अच्छा लगता है, ये नहीं अच्छा लगता, ये boring है, ये नहीं boring है. So you need to come up. You want decent salary, yes or no? Let me show you, right? You all want decent salary. Priyanshu, कितना चाहिए आपके ITNs को salary? Your juniors. In which sem you are, Priyanshu?
Sir, right now I've completed my fourth sem.
You are full year, तो आप senior हैं, right? इनके. तो आपके juniors कितना salary demand कर रहे हैं अभी that after 3 years or 4 years down the line after getting placement? So is it something equal to 1.63 crore per second?
So the salaries are very high. Like for the first years that come in, they are very high, and then gradually they decrease a bit. But then too, it is
First
of
year,
that order.
when while preparing, attending classes at Bansal Kota, we all think that we'll get 50 lakhs per second. है ना? कुछ ऐसा दिमाग में होता है ना?
Yes, sir.
Then
We picturize that picture of
yeah,
our.
gradually when we reach fourth year, then वो बोलते हैं कि ठीक है 20 lakhs per annum package would be fine, even 30 lakhs per annum package would be fine. So ये जो वो होता है कि that ये होना चाहिए नहीं होना चाहिए, this is again very childish. So you need to come out of this. What if we find two choices very close? I'm not asking you to select between Alia Bhatt and Deepika Padukone कि आपको लग रहा है कि choices ही बड़ी close है sir, both are equally fine. So I'm talking about the RC's option. So इसमें क्या होगा? दोबारा कभी सेशन लूंगा बिफोर द कैट फर्स्ट और सेम और सेकंड सेम वालों का, then I'll tell you again. So what we silly mistake that we all commit, that after reading the question we start setting the options. So after reading the question, stop for a while, anticipate the answer, what kind of answer this question should have, then scan the options. You'll be able to reach the right destination. You're not able to retain the stuff after reading the stuff. You're not able to retain. अभी पढ़ना शुरू करो, retention अपने आप बढ़ जाएगा. And then you have to read RC again and again. So that means you were not focused while reading. तो ये कुछ चीजें हैं जो आपको overcome करनी पड़ेगी. So guys, this a simple RC, single page RC. You just have to read, and we shall be solving only one question. Priyanshu, how many students are attending this session?
So there are around 80 students right now.
80 students, great. So 80 students, celebrities, am I making any sense throughout the session? Am I making any sense? Are we all understanding whatever we are discussing? Yes or no? This will motivate me,
Yes.
encourage me to take the session further. I'm not able to hear you, see you. That's a problem with Zoom, because in
Sir,
sorry,
sir,
Microsoft.
actually, like we have a lot of reactions. So like students are like reacting to your saying. So they're actually reacting thumbs up. So they're understanding things.
दे आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. इसमें जो एक दो वो जो गुस्से में जिसको तुम गन पॉइंट पे ऐसे रख के लेके आए थे, वो कुछ कह रहे हैं?
No, sir, there were no students of
तो
that
तुमने
sort.
बोला था कि वो अटेंडेंस मिल जाएगा, आगे हो जाएगा, वो वाले भी तो हैं. Okay, so guys, if you all can see your screen, read this RC. I've got 3 minutes to read this RC. Just I want to break this misconception that verbal is very easy. Okay, so please read this RC. After 3 minutes, we shall be solving this question together on the next screen. Here a question, but here read this RC as fast as possible. And after you are done with the reading part of 3 minutes, tell Priyanshu that you all have gone through, rate this, and Priyanshu will tell me. So Priyanshu, have they all gone through?
So there are a couple of yeses in the chat box. Maybe you can wait a minute or so.
Okay, fine.
So the students have reacted with a thumbs up. So I think we can move forward to the question. Many might have read it.
Okay. Okay. So guys, if you've gone through the second paragraph is very, very important because second paragraph say, however, Martin, the scientist argues that effect of warmer atmosphere may be balanced. Offset means countered or balanced as follows: the formation of sea ice. This second paragraph is very, very important. The formation of sea ice causes the concentration of salt in the surface water to increase. If ice is formed, the volume of water will be less, and obviously the salt already dissolved in the ice concentration will increase. More ice, less water, more salt. This you have to keep in mind. And during if temperature increases, the ice will melt. And if there is more salt in the dissolved water, the upper surface would be very heavy. If upper surface is very heavy, then it will sink in fast and will stir the deep water. ऐसे ही होगा ना. More ice, वॉल्यूम तो कांस्टेंट ही है वाटर का. So salt ज्यादा, salt more salt means upper layer is heavy. If upper layer is heavy, and it will sink in fast. On contrary, because of global warming, uh, ice will melt. This will increase the dilute the water. Water will become less salty, means light, and light water will not stir in the deep water. So कुछ ऐसा सा logic चल रहा है, right? So less salty surface water would be less dense, therefore less likely to sink in instead of deep water. Deep में क्या है? Heat है. Deep से heat और ऊपर आएगी तो वो और global warming को increase करेगी. This is what the passage is all about. Okay, let's scan the question together. So guys, it can be inferred from the passage that which of the following is true of the surface water in the current Antarctic environment. Is asking about the surface water, not the deep waters, and that too in current scenario. Right now, global warming is not that much. There is more ice. Right now, there is no global warming. The passage starts with, in case if global warming increase the temperature, then rest of the story goes. So which option you think? Priyanshu, tell me their answer option. If someone is trying.
So one student has replied. He thinks that the answer should be B. The responses are coming in. So
B for Bombay.
yes, sir. B for
B
Bombay.
for Bangalore. They are less salty. What do you mean by they are less salty? Right now, in current Antarctic environment, current time, there is more ice because of less global warming. Passage is about if global warming happens, will increase. It will increase the temperature also. So guys, the answer has to be C option. Right now, the current environment, there is more ice. More ice means more salt. Less water, more salt. The upper layer is heavy. It's likely to sink in the deep water. So they are more likely to sink instead of deep water than they would have if atmospheric temperature were to increase. Am I clear to all of you guys? So answer has to be C. The purpose is not to solve this question, read this RC with you. Purpose is to tell you that under time pressure, whenever we have to read anything which is logical, especially science and technology based passage, in spite of the fact that you are from science and technology background, since there in spite of that also, in spite of your background, you will find under time pressure it's difficult for all of us to perform and to maintain decent accuracy. So answer has to be C, guys. So chalo aage chalte hain. Is quant a game changer? Absolutely no. Quant has never been a game changer, and it varies from person to person. And in your case, I know that you all are pretty comfortable. You just have to brush your concepts, go through the fundamentals, and everything would fall in place when it comes to quant. So मेरे को लगता नहीं कि आप लोग का quant इतना tension देने वाला है. CR, critical reasoning. Abhi, right now I use the word critical reasoning. Let me show you the word critical reasoning, the sample question based on critical reasoning, just to give the idea of what exactly this subject is all about. So guys, we have to find out the last line. Read this paragraph. All the options are also on the same screen. Small paragraph, the last line has been deleted, and we have to find out the last line. Take your time, guys. You have got again 2 minutes. So guys, if you find this question to be difficult and one or two options are to be difficult, then you can tell me 5 close option. Now it has become 3 idiots scene, right? जब life में हो tension तो मुंह घुमा के बोल all is well. Now here all is well. This is all is well वाला question. So guys, the answer is option number 2. Did anyone come across that answer would be option number 2? किसी को लगा ऐसा option 2 होगा? Most of us will go with option 3 because of the difficult words used by the examiner. Since most of you would not be aware of cacophony, hoopla, आपको लगता है यही होना चाहिए question का answer. And some of you will reject this option because आपको समझ ही नहीं आया. So guys, here just tell me the little gist of this paragraph. Again, purpose is not to solve the answer. Purpose, this is what critical reasoning is all about. We need to pick up we do have thought process, we do have tricks to solve even critical reasoning based question. It is not that we are guessing and I'm also guessing. No, we have got specific logic and the thought process to solve these kind of questions. So it says today defenders of stable one. Here the writer, one who has written this paragraph, is in favor of monogamous marriage. So he or she approves monogamous marriage. Monogamous means you believe in single partner, right? Monogamous marriage risk the charges, risk. यानी अगर वो कुछ बोल रहा है तो उसे रिस्क हो रहा है, वो किस बुरा लग रहा है, किनको बुरा लग रहा है? द पीपल दोज हु हैव एंटर्ड न्यू फैमिली नॉर्म्स. ये फॉर्म्स नहीं है, नॉर्म्स या फॉर्म्स चलो एक ही बात हो गया. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ फैमिली nowadays we are coming across? Those children who even without the benefit of assisted reproduction have acquired 3 parents, 4 parents still digestible, 1 parent, and look at the heights, none at all. टुडे वन मस्ट इवन अपोलोजाइज, यानी माफी तक मांगना पड़ सकता है अगर आप इन लोगों के खिलाफ कुछ बोलोगे. दोज हु हैव एंटर्ड दीस सो कॉल्ड न्यू फैमिली नॉर्म्स. न्यू फैमिली नॉर्म्स हैज बीन पुट अंडर इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स. दिस इज सरकास्म, मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं. ऑथर डजंट अप्रूव दिस. So or today one must even apologize, माफी मांगना पड़ता है for voicing opinion that 25 years ago, 25 साल पहले, 25 years पहले monogamous हमारा कल्चरल विजडम, अकलमंदी मानी जाती थी. सो ऑथर इज डेड अगेंस्ट, इज नॉट एट ऑल हैप्पी. रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इज प्रीटी कंफर्टेबल, क्योंकि आपने कुछ बोला आपको माफी मांगना पड़ रहा है. दैट मींस रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इज प्रीटी कंफर्टेबल. द गाय हु इज नॉट कंफर्टेबल इज द स्पीकर. सो क्या बोलेगा? वो बहुत गुस्से में है. वो सबको एंगर, द टोन इज शोइंग एंगर। तो गुस्से वाला, सबसे ज्यादा गुस्से वाला चॉइस क्या लग रहा है, वो है सेकंड ऑप्शन, विच इज द आंसर। दैट आप क्या बोल सकते हो, एट द मैक्स ह्यूमन बीइंग सबसे ज्यादा बेकार कब होता है, व्हेन वी स्टार्ट बिहेविंग लाइक बीस्ट एनिमल्स। That's a basic difference. So ये जो गुस्से में बोल रहा है, so the only second option is saying that men get used to everything the beast. So now this is called critical reasoning, guys. अगर आपको नहीं पता होगा कि इसका कैसे करना है, how to catch the tone, how to catch the important keywords, you will not be able to solve that too under time pressure. So just to show you guys, aptitude. So it is I slash me. Since I cannot ask you directly, so guys, what is correct? It is me is correct or it is I is correct? Grammatically speaking, it's me or it's I. कोई philosophy ज्ञान नहीं है, nothing, no rocket science. Most of us will go with it's me, but it is grammatically wrong. Grammatically, it is I is correct. He is as fast as I slash me. Again, most of us will go with me, but again, I is correct here. Let you and I slash me go there. Here, most of us will go with me, and probably me is correct also. Okay, last on the screen. This is a little grammar based. Principal as well as teachers is oblique are dead. Now, most of us will go with are. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that you're wrong. Answer here is. अब ये था ग्रामर में, अपना देख लो कि कहाँ पे लेवल है. So guys, RCs को पढ़ने के लिए, from where the cat paper setter generally pick up the articles and set the RCs for you, ये है. First two are very important. First three to be more precise. The Guardian UK, the Wall Street Journal US, New York Times, and their favorite newspapers, Guardian and New York Times. Magazine Time for Economics. First three, second वाला column, and first three in first वाला column. तो यहाँ से जब भी टाइम मिलेगा, अभी तो आप मेरी बात सुन रहे होंगे, आपको आइडिया नहीं होगा, बट व्हेन यू टेक द रियल कैट, मॉक कैट, तब आपको आइडिया लगेगा. तो ये कुछ सोर्सेज जहाँ से कैट पेपर सेटर पेपर आर्टिकल पिक करते हैं, दे क्रिएट आरसीज फॉर यू. सो मेक श्योर दैट यू स्टार्ट रीडिंग एटलीस्ट लेट्स से वंस अ वीक. These papers are available online. Editorials only, not their news items, only editorials. Pick up any one of these three, the Guardian, Street Journal, or New York Times. Their favorite is actually NY Times. So where do we stand, and we all ready? So take Minicat on website whenever you get the time, today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Take Minicat to know your strengths and weaknesses. If you know your strengths weaknesses, then we shall be in better position to guide you, and you'll be in better position to prepare. So mock test का मतलब क्या होता है? First three में you know to how you will come to know that one out of three subjects are weak, is two out of three subjects are weak, all of the subjects are equally weak, means by giving first 3 or 4 mocks, you come to know about where do we stand right now. Next 5 to 7 is the right time to make strategy. The real picture will emerge. Next 5 to 7 we start implementation and refinement, and remaining mocks may be consolidate. But उसके लिए यहाँ तक पहुँचने के लिए we need to spend good time to learn the concepts. Break. So guys, we have to guess the meaning of the underlined word. So take 30 seconds. You have got 30 seconds to guess the meaning of underlined word. This is called contextual vocabulary. One of the reasons that why we are not able to understand RCs well is our lack in vocabulary. So guys, any guesses? What do you mean by the word discretion as per the context of this paragraph? Yes, Priyanshu, किसी ने answer दिया?
Yes, sir, there are some responses in the chat box, and the first one is appreciation. So, like most of the people are saying appreciation.
Appreciation. So guys, uh, we could have rejected option number 1 and option number 2 even without reading the paragraph. Without reading, say appreciation is you appreciate someone, you admire, तारीफ करना. Compliment is also to use say something in praise. First and second option almost the same contextually. We cannot have two correct options. And if you read the paragraph, contempt is to show disrespect. There is no negativity, no negative tone in the given paragraph. So third is also rejected. So answer has to be fourth option. This is what life is all about. Grammar is all about. Facebook is all about. Cat is all about. IT is all about. IT preparation is all about. जो लगता है वो होता नहीं है, जो होता है वो लगता नहीं है. यही है ना life. So guys, here the situation is neutral. So word answer has to be neutral. So when Laura, this player turned up for the tennis match last Saturday, she was immediately surrounded. Look at the situation. She was just surrounded by a lot of spectators and other guests. So they were not demanding, seeking her autographs, and they were there was no hustle and bustle regarding. She was just surrounded by. So their response was enough to persuade her to believe that recent she went for some cosmetic surgery, facelift operation. तो उसे लग रहा है कि वो अच्छा लगा लोगों को, the way people responded, spectator responded. So उसे लगा that it was fine to go for it. So ये सिर्फ दिखाना था आपको that we have to sometimes we have to use our common sense also. Appreciation or compliment one is the same thing contextually. So we cannot have two correct options. Rejected, contempt is to show disrespect. कोई disrespect show नहीं कर रहा है. This surrounded is player. So big question, guys. How to improve weak areas? So we need to take topic-wise tests initially as soon as we know our weaknesses. Then move on to sectional test. Then we have to move on to full length. Full length को mock बोलते हैं. All said and done, but to succeed, you need, in addition to your intelligence, strategy, focus, consistency, we need desperation. Likewise, you were desperate to get into top engineering college. The same desperation you have to show to get into top management college also, which is proportional to our goal clarity. You were desperate to get into ITs, to do engineering sciences, and you proved yourself. आपका मेहनत लाया. So same desperation is required now to get into the second eye. One eye you have already achieved. IIT का एक eye आ गया. Now go for second eye. So understand this, guys. So CAT is not about VRC or quant or LRDA. CAT is not about verbal ability. CAT is not quant or LRDA or combined. It is about our ability to critically analyze our strengths and weaknesses first, and making foolproof strategy to maximize the utilization of available resources. In terms of, and what are available resources? Intelligence, hard work, punctuality, and focus. So in reality, you have to complete with yourself. It's not about what others are doing. What you can do and what you will do on D-Day will decide your future. So, and there are several permutation combination available to score decent. देखो IIT JEE के अंदर मैथ्स फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री का क्वेश्चन तो अगर कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं आता होगा तो कोई गेस भी नहीं कर सकता. No smartness, no shrewdness in IIT JEE entrance level exam. So their pure knowledge, pure practice, pure concept knowledge is required. आपने नहीं पढ़ा होगा तो आप नहीं कर पाएंगे. But here, with little intelligence, common sense, smartness, background, knowing fundamentals, practice, exposure, all of us can do. So therefore, we just have to select our 37 to 42 question to score decent. So it's very gist of the entire discussion that CAT is not about VRC, quant, LRDA. It is about how well you can utilize your resources, your intelligence, your available time, these three subjects, your smartness, your ability to judge, your ability to approximate. So ये सभी resources का use करना है to score well. So ये are we aware of this person? आपके कॉलेज में पढ़ के गए हैं कभी ये IIT
Yes,
खड़गपुर
sure.
बीटेक? तो आपको क्या लगता है सुंदर पिचई का प्लेसमेंट नहीं हुआ होगा? Then he went to Stanford to do MS. वहां भी प्लेसमेंट नहीं हुआ. Then he thought of doing MBA from University of Pennsylvania. नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं ना. Right now this person is number one in the number one tech company in the world. So with IT BTech degree, Kharagpur BTech degree could have got technical posts throughout. Head भी बन सकता था, head भी रहा है technical का. But to get into leadership position, that to management, तो उसके लिए इसने MBA करने का सोचा ना. And learning, so excellent combination of core and non-tech. So guys, different tangent. Do we know this guy, Raghuram Rajan? Who is he?
So,
Priyanshu and huh?
so he has been the former
Former
RBI
RBI
governor.
governor. So he also did IIT from Delhi and IIMS Ahmedabad. IIT Delhi करके इसको प्लेसमेंट क्या मिलता, मिल जाता, बहुत अच्छा मिला होगा, पक्का मिला होगा टेक्निकल साइड में, टॉप नॉच. बट टू मैनेज फाइनेंसेस ऑफ द कंट्री, वो किसने इसे पार दिया, थॉट प्रोसेस कॉन्फिडेंस दिया? IIMS Ahmedabad ने. लुक एट वन मोर कैरेक्टर फ्रॉम योर ओन फील्ड, Chetan Bhagat, he did again IIT from IIT in mechanical engineering from Delhi, and then he also went for IIMS A. नॉवल तो बहुत सारे लिखते होंगे, आप में भी बहुत सारे नॉवल लिखते होंगे, लेकिन नॉवल को कमर्शियल सक्सेस बनाने का आइडिया, कॉन्फिडेंस, वे, प्रोसीजर कैसे आया होगा? फ्रॉम IIMS A. So just to show you that it's not that MBA will provide you with good salary, like we have got only 4 departments. Look at the way Harsh Bhogle, IIMS Ahmedabad, topmost cricket commentator analyst. So second advantage of doing MBA, let's say after BTech is for sure you'll get good placement, good salary, decent job, अच्छा शादी हो जाएगा, अच्छा बंगलो, गाड़ी, सब कुछ आ जाएगा with this degree alone. But 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line, you find that you're fed up of this technical field and you want to switch over to some other area. With this degree alone, no one will give you any chance to switch over to any other area. आप different companies में रहोगे, but you'll remain yourself, you'll find yourself only in technical area. But you want to switch over to fashion, management, FMCG, management positions, other such position. This is the only degree which can give you complete freedom, and it generally gives complete freedom. That's a advantage of. So ये तो मैंने बता ही दिया आपको. Some magic, there is nothing, no magic. If you're thinking of let's play CEO in our dreams, but I'm sorry that you're just thinking like kid, Shinchan, Doraemon. So on contrary, we should be mentally tough. A mentally tough का मतलब it's not you already have again proved yourself. So हमारे brain में we have got safety switch, and whenever we come across any danger, it will switch off the brain and will tell the brain to run away from the situation. इसको थोड़ी देर switch off करके रखो, see the wonder that we can do. You will realize that your body is 10 times stronger. यही SEAL commando की training यही होती है. They tell them that to shut off this safety switch. और उसके बाद rest of the result आपको पता है. So guys, daily persistence and focus. Never stop. Do whatever you want to do every day. Whenever, and especially when you feel tired, feel lazy, go for that particular thing. It doesn't matter if it is a physical training, studying for a test, working to a deadline, just getting out of bed every day with positive attitude. Do it no matter what. Make moving a habit. Stay motivated. So guys, if you think that I'll come to your college, Priyanshu every day will arrange these kind of session to motivate you, and after getting the job and after having kids and family, Priyanshu will again will call you individually to motivate you to do well in your future life. भूल जाओ, ऐसा नहीं होने वालेगा. So why to put yourself in a painful training, long hours working or studying? You have to answer, not me. It is no one jobs to motivate you. ये सेशन सिर्फ एक ही बार हुआ होगा. इससे जिसको मोटिवेशन मिल जाएगा मिल जाएगा, जिसको नहीं मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, जिसको अपने आप होना पड़ेगा. इट इज सेल्फ मोटिवेशन दैट कीप्स अस मूविंग. Have goals that you see each day getting closer and closer, one step at a time into fruition. एक दिन में कोई miracle नहीं होता है. Prepare yourself mentally for weeks, months, or even years required to achieve whatever you want to reach, wherever you want to reach. So have quote. मैं कुछ quotes मुझे अच्छे लगते हैं जो मेरे रूम में हमेशा होते हैं. If we are going through hell, keep going, keep moving. Let's say आपकी लाइफ अच्छी नहीं चल रही है, अभी थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो गया. Right now you are going through your 10th breakup. Second sem के अंदर भी 10th breakup हो गया. ये तो achievement होती है लाइफ में. So if you are going through hell, keep going, never quit. Go it for now. Try for 11th breakup, not makeup but breakup. देखो 4 साल के IIT हुआ और आपके ऑन एन एवरेज एक साल में 54 ब्रेकअप होते हैं, तो अच्छी बात है ना. 600 पर ब्रेकअप्स एंड IIT 9.8 CGP विद अ जॉब 25 lakhs per annum. कितनी अच्छी बात है. So list is endless guys. Go for it. The future is promised to no one. You have to create your own future. And please train to compete, not the survival तो बिना इस डिग्री के भी आप कर लेते हैं. So make sure that you do reach the topmost wherever you want to. So it's just not survival. Stay focused. Whenever you are into something very serious, switch off your mobile and everything, because as soon as you open the book and you get this WhatsApp from your girlfriend or boyfriend, so Janu, where are you? WhatsApp, let's meet, let's go to C2H5OH shop and come back with 2 or 3 bottles. आज थोड़ा सा लाइफ में कुछ अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है. C2H5OH, Priyanshu, tell your juniors it is called ethyl alcohol.
Yes, sir. Ethanol. Everyone might be knowing.
So laugh and always try to find humor in whatever you do. Whenever we are in some kind of stress, try to find the humor in even the silliest of the silliest situations. Find humor in what challenges you. Believe me, it's a great motivator, stress buster. So know your weaknesses and make it your strength. Practice your weakness every day. Just try to overcome and make it your strength. ऐसे ही हर एक जो सुंदर पिचाई है, इलॉन मस्क है, इन्होंने यही की है. अगर हम भी ये करेंगे तो ये बन जाएंगे. Stay positive. Finally, there are countless ways to build your mental toughness, guys, and resilience means flexibility that will help you to stay motivated, think positive, and handle stress and adversity throughout the rest of your life. It is not about just session. मैं आया एक बार और प्रियांशु ने अरेंज कर दिया सेमिनार, उसके बाद हम अपने घर चले गए. This kind of सत्यनारायण की कथा हुआ, प्रसाद मिला, हम अपने अपने घर चले गए. We just have to keep couple of things throughout with our lives. So just hang in there and never give up. So guys, time has come to wind up this session. Thank you for showing the patience till the end. Priyanshu, किसी का question हो तो chat box में लेके मेरे से पूछ सकते हो.
Yes, sir, there are quite some questions. So
Right.
the first question that I see here is, in the third or fourth year, should we prioritize our placement or should we go for CAT? So that's a common question to have.
Yeah, this is a
So
common question. Before you prioritize your placement or you go for CAT, the CAT preparation, tell Priyanshu, tell your juniors that go and find wealthy in-laws. Will serve all the purpose. Will take away all the difficulties. Find wealthy in-laws. Jokes apart, okay, it depends that what kind of, if you are desperate to get into the technical side, you want to learn about work culture, you want to explore the possibility, show your potential to the world, then go for job. But if your scores are decent, likewise in IT you are scoring decent and your 10th score and 12th scores are fine, then in fourth pre-final year, start preparing for CAT. And it doesn't take much time and effort from your side if you've got ample time available. So you can start CAT simultaneously. Tell your juniors, Priyanshu.
yes,
We can start
so
simultaneously.
second question is regarding the timing. So the common question is, should we start our preparation from the first year? Would year would be the ideal to start our CAT preparation in college time?
Ideal would be end of the second or start of third year. End of
Okay,
the
sir.
second year and start of the third year, because with this much time margin we have got ample time and will not come under any kind of pressure, because and with this time frame in our mind, we shall be able to handle our college studies also and competitive preparation also easily. थोड़ा थोड़ा करते रहेंगे तो हो जाता है आराम से. रात देन लास्ट में इंटर्नशिप का प्रेशर होगा, फाइनल सेम का प्रेशर, फाइनल का प्रेशर, प्लेसमेंट प्रेशर, एंड n number of things would be happening simultaneously, then it's very difficult to manage the time. But abhi kar loge to theek rehta hai. Not in first year or first sem or second sem, but end of second year or start of third year.
Okay, so the next question is, what exactly should a beginner start with in his or preparation? Like, what should we start with to get a feel of the exam?
Start reading newspaper editorial. Pick up any good newspaper. Let's say let it be Indian Express or anything. Twice or thrice a week, uh, start reading newspaper editorial and start including variety in your reading. And believe me, अगर आप पूरा कुछ नहीं पढ़ते हो, you are not getting the time to read Monday to Saturday newspaper, make sure that Sunday का newspaper, Sunday का supplement, because in supplement you get the variety. And CAT generally you'll find RCs on four prominent areas: science and technology, sociology, business economy, and couple of areas from liberal arts. तो ये थोड़ा थोड़ा रीडिंग करना शुरू कर दो and start working on a vocabulary, because लास्ट में एंड में इंजीनियर्स का वर्बल जो होता है उसमें फ्यूज पूरा उड़ा होता है. नीदर ऑल्टरनेटिंग नॉट डायरेक्ट करंट, बिल्कुल रेक्टिफायर मॉडिफायर सब खराब हो चुका होता है. फ्लिप फ्लॉप आउट, टोटम पोल पेयर आउट, इंपीडेंस मैचिंग जीरो, सर्किट खराब. मुझे अपना टाइम याद आ रहा है. हाँ जी, यस, हैव आई आंसर्ड योर क्वेश्चन, दैट जूनियर्स क्वेश्चन?
Yes, sir, yes, sir,
अभी
he has
रीडिंग
got
करना
all that.
शुरू करो, रीडिंग करना शुरू करो. एंड देखो मैथमेटिक्स और उसका मुझे लगता नहीं एलआईडी का कोई इतना दिक्कत होता है तुम्हें. राइट नो इंग्लिश को थोड़ा टाइम देना शुरू, रीडिंग को एंड वोकैबुलरी एंड रीडिंग. उसके बाद फिर थोड़ा थोड़ा कोई मॉक लेके फिर then we can start with the preparation. और मैथ्स और एलआरडी ये तो while preparing also we can focus on, but इंग्लिश के लिए आपको टाइम अभी नहीं लगेगा, तो start preparing and this will help you in your college competitions also. प्रियांशु, आपके कॉलेज में डिबेट, डिक्लेमेशन, ये सब स्पीकिंग कंपटीशन होते हैं, पब्लिक स्पीकिंग कंपटीशंस होते हैं?
Yes, sir. They happen at a good
Motivate your
frequency.
juniors to participate, because there we have to address, you're thinking of becoming business leader or you want to acquire leadership position, then you need to learn how to address your fellow mates also, juniors also. तो वो थोड़ा सा confidence बढ़ेगा, will improve your resume also, will make your profile very strong also. तो ये करना शुरू करो, start participating in extra currics. IIT, JEE, IIT's engineering is about your intellectual quotient, but rest of the life, minus if you come out of this college, then rest of the life will move around your EQ, emotional quotient, your all-round personality development, rather than just that you know science and mechanical and civil. उसके अलावा start motivate your juniors, Priyanshu, to take part in. So अभी reading plus participation.
Okay, sir. So with this, I think we have come to the end of the seminar. Any closing note from your side to the audience?
प्रियांशु, पूछना किसी का सिर दर्द तो नहीं हो गया था? Anyone who is feeling nauseated, likely to vomit, or has already vomited twice or thrice during the session?
No, sir. Actually, this session was quite a bit different from other sessions. Like me and my team, so the Communiqué Society in itself has been conducting seminars like this, but this was a completely different session. So it was a bit interactive, and then it had moments of which like we actually knew our reality, like where we stand. You never shied off from showing us that also, and then you showed us how we can get out of this and start preparing, and that it's not easy. So the audience in itself would be very grateful that you came here and enlightened the path to
Okay,
like
okay.
give content.
Nothing to worry about. You all are very smart kids, sweet kids, and all the best for all your future endeavors and your forthcoming challenges. And God bless you all. And see you next time around. Before the CAT strategy, जो CAT के final year वाले होंगे, उनके हम लोग बात करेंगे. Specific strategy session for जिन्होंने CAT अभी भरा होगा, ठीक है?
Yes, sir, sure.
Chalo, the time has come to wind up this session. Stop sharing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Okay,
for
guys. Thank you. Bye.
being present.